obviously a pretty big change during the bye week. How smooth has the transition been, just with a new quarterbacks coach for you, and obviously a new OC, whole new thing going on?
Yeah, it's been good. We've done. I think our guys have handled it really well. We kind of had like a small scrimmage on Thursday, and I think that was really good for our guys just to get a feel for the flow of just moving the ball under Coach Dearmon and like seeing what plays he'll call in what situations. And I think last week was a really good week for us.
What feels different now that he's the OC and the QB coach?
Tempo, yeah. I'd say tempo for sure. Just throughout practice, just moving around, always running on and off the field, every position, and just the pace.
He's a guy who played the position.
Mm-hmm.
How does that help him as an OC?
I always, in the past have liked that and appreciate that, a quarterback or a coach has played the position, and he's played it at like the semi-pro, level. So, he's obviously been in our shoes and, he's handled stuff that we've handled.
Can you give us an idea? We talked to him last week and showed some of the energy he has. Can you give us a sense of what the energy's like with him in practice?
Yeah, it's it's high tempo, high pace, and very energetic. He's talking to everyone on the offense at any point in the practice. Getting all guys ready for playing what we're about to do.
Do you sense he understands kind of the opportunity here for himself since he's been working up towards this? Yeah,
certainly. He's been waiting on a moment like this for a while, you can tell, and I think he's extremely deserving with how dedicated he is, how much he loves the sport, and I couldn't be more happy for him.
In what ways can you tell that he's been waiting for this moment?
Just his passion for the game, just his love, and in this past week alone, we've gotten to see really how intelligent and how sharp he is. So it's a blessing to be able to work under him.
Are there moments in practice where you can tell that he has a math degree?
Yeah, I wouldn't. He's a smart guy overall. In meetings I've seen that, but no, just through and through, he's a very intelligent man.
How can you tell that, Carter? He's intelligent? Is that a film room thing? What are you talking about there?
It's film room. It's reaction-based stuff. Something will happen, maybe unexpected, and on the fly, he'll quickly adjust to it. He doesn't necessarily go off a script. He just will call plays based off of, again, like reaction and situation. So.
This is the first real shakeup in this coaching staff. I understand it's a guy that was promoted within house, but how has this locker room handled a change at this in the coaching staff?
I think our guys have handled it really well. I think it was a good timing for it all with the bye week, and Coach Dearmon has handled it really well as well. So just really hitting the ground running, and again, last week was a good week for us, and I'm excited for this week.
How does it accentuate your skill set?
I'm really excited, to be honest. A lot of the plays that we ran last week, it didn't even feel like new stuff to me, to be honest. It was all stuff that I've been comfortable with and feel really good about.
What's a reasonable expectation here, Carter? You said it was a good week to do it, but still, you can't change lingo. You can't have a whole offseason of install.
Right.
So what's a reasonable expectation of what fans will see against Texas on Saturday?
That's tough to tell. We're going to go out there and do our absolute best. You're right. He hasn't had a whole off season to install what he truly wants to have, and I'm excited for the guys next year that'll be here that get to run under that. But I think what we have in for this week and for the rest of the season will be really good and really effective. And as players, we just got to execute.
What do you think this move could possibly do for some of your top playmakers like Puka and AP?
It's going to help, all of our guys out a lot, I believe. It almost just feels like it's almost the way I would put it. It's like drawing and dumping in basketball. I almost kind of feel like a point guard at times, like going based off of a defender. I'm putting the ball here, and you know, just it feels like you can't really be wrong, which is a really good feeling. So, you know, whether we're running the ball or passing the ball, I'm just really excited for our guys.
Have you noticed other guys, not just quarterbacks, being excited about this change and what it could mean? Have you had any conversations like that with any of your teammates?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think everyone realizes that there's just going to be more production, and you know, with you know, the potential of us to run tempo, you know, just creates more plays and more opportunities for us to make plays.
Did you play basketball?
And I'm not a good basketball player at all. I mean, I take pride in team basketball. You know, I'm a hustle player. Can't dribble at all. I've lost my shot, but you know, I can pass the ball and play some good defense.
So you weren't a point guard?
No, sir.
You got the ball out quick, you could be a point guard.
In 7th grade, I think.
There you go.
that was my last shot. But
Is it human nature, especially with the bye week hitting where it did, second half of the season's ahead, is it human nature to look at it as, hey, this is what we're trying to get accomplished in the second half, or do you still want to dial it into week at a time, practice at a time, game at a time, that kind of thing?
yeah, I mean, essentially, it will be a day at a time and it will be a week at a time, but it does truly feel like second half of the season, to be honest. And I haven't really had that. I mean, last year we did a little bit, you know, with the changes that we made, but I wasn't the starter at the time, so it didn't feel as dramatic. But no, it really does feel like, okay, like second half of the season, let's go.
Does it feel like a new season almost? I mean, especially with this change.
In a sense, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited, and I know a lot of the guys on this team are excited.
The changes on offense haven't seen a game day just yet. So in practice, what ways have you guys been simulating the feel of what that will be like with these changes?
Yeah, we had some great 11-on-11 periods Tuesday and Wednesday of last week, and then again we had a you know, kind of like a miniature scrimmage on Thursday, just to put the ball down and you know, 1st and 10, say we get a run for 7 yards, it's 2nd and 3, where you know, Coach Dearmon isn't reading off the script, he's truly going off what he would call like in the game. So that was really good for you know, I'd say coaches and players, and you know, I think our guys reacted well.
Did you notice the defense reacting differently to the offense than you guys are running in practice?
Yeah, they you know, they're doing a good job on that side of the ball, but you know, I think our tempo kind of hit them a little bit, kind of surprised them a little bit.
How would you describe
For a couple more,
How would you describe Coach Dearmon's instruction style? Is he fiery, kind of a player's coach?
Sorry, you say Coach Dearmon?
Instruction style, yeah.
Yeah, he very interactive, you know, and kind of seems like everything he does is up tempo, and you know, you can tell everyone in the room is locked in, and he's given us some great position drills and, you know, individual drills to work on.
His offense has been described by people who've played quarterback for him before as it's like calling 4 plays every time you're calling a single play, and then when you get his full trust, being able to check out of plays even. Where are you on kind of that spectrum of trust? Do you feel like he's kind of opened it all up to you, or does he want to kind of see some stuff first?
Yeah, I think we're easing into it, you know, just because it's so new, or it's not so new, but it's pretty new to us, and yeah, I think we're easing into it. I think already I have a, you know, decent amount of trust with him, but you know, we'll see as the season goes on.
Is it more thinking maybe with each play call?
It's kind of weird because it's like less terminology, but it might be more thinking. You know, again, it's new to us, but you know, we'll see.
Were you able to watch Texas at all? Do you watch, when you're on that bye week, do you watch a game live, or do you just wait for film? Yeah,
I was in Kansas City this weekend, and I was watching the whole game. You know, the OU and Texas game. So I haven't watched the game on film yet, but you know, I've seen some of their other games on film. What are your impressions defensively? You know, they're a good team. They're talented. You know, they've definitely ran their fair share of different defenses these last couple weeks. You know, their defense coordinator and head coach did a good job with those guys.